What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're already not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I can't talk. But if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, because yeah, I'm giving you life. Anyways, I'm just playing. But so today I want to talk about kind of a serious topic that I wasn't really going to talk about, but I know that this is like a really serious topic, and I know people out here, go through this stuff, and it's kind of like a story time, but also some advice to like anybody. So I never would have thought that it would have happened to me, and honestly, it could have been worse. It really could have. Since the fact that I know that bullying, some people, describe it as different stuff, but anything can be bullying, whether you want to call it that or not. So this is kind of like a story time. So let me not procrastinate. I'm going to go ahead and get to it. So it all started back in January. So like I said, if you're new here, or you've been here, in my first story time I talked about how I found out I was pregnant. So just to refresh your memory, I found out I was pregnant during Christmas break, and so I found out in December, and I came back to school, once Christmas break was over in January. I came back, then the next day after that, it started getting around that I was pregnant. So I was just like, who's telling my business? So I was just like, wow, this is crazy. So I was already sad at the fact that I was pregnant. So like I said, if you didn't see the first video, I was sad, I was depressed, and at that time I still wanted an abortion. So I was depressed, and since my business started getting out, it was making things worse for me, because I have people that actually knew that I was pregnant saying, oh, so-and-so heard that you were pregnant. I didn't say anything to them. And I really don't think none of my friends told. But, so, I was just like, dang, that's crazy. So, I was, crying, and I just really didn't know what to do. So, later on, I finally got myself together. Remind you, I'm still depressed and stuff, but I finally came to a realization that I wasn't getting an abortion. So I had to deal with it and suck it up and get over it. So that's what happened. And that's when I made my first YouTube video about how I was pregnant. So, let me tell y'all this. Like I said, there's gonna be some advice and my little story time. I'm gonna give advice in the middle of my stories, and then I'll just wrap it all up at the end. But so I'll just wait to the end. So I made my first video, and then that's when I finally put it out there that I was pregnant. So, but before that, I posted a picture on my Snapchat, and then no, I didn't. I posted the video first, and then I ended up posting a picture later on in my life. So after the video, I had people tell me, that was kind of brave of me to do that and stuff. So it actually made me feel good. So I was like, maybe I could continue doing this YouTube thing if people, actually enjoyed my video. And I've had people tell me that I inspired them, even though that they weren't pregnant and stuff. So I was like, maybe I should continue to do this. And I hope at the end of this video I could help somebody, you know, inspire them to, you know, do something, or, you know, I can help any way, form, or fashion. So after I put the video out, like a few weeks later, it's still January, probably the end of January, beginning February, things started kind of getting bad for me. I dealt with, it's bullying, but I didn't want to really call it bullying because I know people deal with way worse is not a word, but way worse stuff than what I dealt with. So it came a time where I was cyberbullied, where people would post stuff about me and, you know, talk down on my name. And I don't really want to get too into detail about certain stuff because I still go to school with these people. And if I say this certain stuff, you know, I don't want it to cause drama at school because, you know, even though people talk about you, they probably watching me. And it be the main people that's talking about you that be watching you. So I don't want to say certain stuff because I don't want to cause mess at school. But I was cyberbullied. I've had group chats made about me. Saying, I think I mentioned in one of my videos how somebody was like, I had 2 baby daddies. They made a whole group chat about me. I've had people talk down on my name. And I've had people, like, basically, I really don't know why all these people was doing this stuff. But people, I didn't even know was like how they wanted to try to like hurt me and my baby. And, you know, they would do certain things, try to, you know, hurt me and the baby. And I've actually had something thrown at me before. So I never really understood why all of this was happening to me. And I was just so depressed around that time that like I couldn't even try to take up for myself because I was already so sad. I felt like I didn't even know how I felt. It was just like I was so confused, and the fact that that started happening to me, it just made stuff kind of worse for me because I didn't really know what to do, and I didn't have nobody to talk to. I know that I could talk to my parents or my siblings, but you know, certain stuff, it's hard to talk about with your parents or like anybody because you don't know if they'll understand. And sometimes talking to people, it's hard for them to find the right words. Either they don't know what to say or they're not going to give you the words that you want to hear. So that's why I was like, not really. I told my parents what was going on, but I don't think they knew like how depressed I was. So, and I know they be watching my videos, but now they know. But and that's just and you know, some people actually, you know, hold their own back for a long time, and that's how I am. I like to hold my own for a long time, and it just got to a point where I was just in my head like, I really can't do this. I already, you know, didn't, you know, want to keep my child, and now this was happening to me, and I actually have to go through this now. So I just had a lot going through my mind, and I never really cried about it, but it was just really, it's hard for me to talk about, and it was hard for me to like, you know, deal with it. So I just went about my days, and then it came a time, like basically that happened like through January through February, you know. Then in February came, and March came. It's April 6th today, but in the beginning of March, I was just like, I'm not gonna keep letting people, you know, talk about me and, you know, say certain stuff about me, and I'm not gonna say nothing. I was to the point where that was not gonna fly with me, Because I had to think, like, since those were like my depressed phases, like December to February, I was kind of depressed. So I was. And in March, you know, I was like, I'm not gonna keep going through this. So I had to think, I was like, if this was my child and they was going through this and they was sitting here acting like me, not saying nothing, I would have been up at that school so fast. No, I'm playing, but I would have tried to tell my child, you know, I would give them my advice. Like, if my child ever goes through something like this, I will tell them about the time where I got bullied when I was pregnant with them and how I dealt with it and how they should go about it. It's really, honestly, like, this is my advice time. Sometimes when you're getting bullied, you don't even know how to go about it. You tell somebody about it, but sometimes nobody makes action into it. You tell your parents about it, and I mean, you know, most parents, they you know, come up to the school and talk about it, especially when you're young. When you're young, like maybe elementary, you know, you get a bully, and 9 times out of 10, once you talk to the parents, they stop and stuff. But middle school and high school is kind of a different story. It's kind of hard. Like, they now are not scared of certain stuff anymore. So it's like they gonna continue to do what they want to do. So it's kind of like you don't need to go through that. So you gonna have to put your foot down and you have to show them fit. I don't promote violence, but if you gotta beat the brakes off them, like my daddy say, then that's what you gotta do to prove to somebody that you not the one to play with. So me, I didn't have to fight nobody. I didn't have to do none of that. So what I did, I was just like, I'm not playing this game no more. I'm not playing this game. I was, you know, I have social media, and I was like, all these girls, all these people talking about me. Y'all sitting here talking all this mess, but every time it's y'all come around me, there's nothing said. So therefore, if you're not gonna say nothing to me, and if you're not gonna get out there with me, then be quiet. And you know, girls be like, well, I'm not gonna fight no pregnant girl. Then shut up. Simple. Like, sometimes you have to talk to people a certain way to prove your point. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can walk around happy like they ain't even bother you. I mean, that's what I kind of did, but it was bothering me. But I didn't let it be known that it was bothering me. Besides that one time I was crying. That was the second day I came back to school because, yeah. But like, when they started posting stuff about me and throwing stuff at me, I didn't even budge to like do anything. But I knew in my head that it was bothering me. So it came to a point where I was like, I don't condone violence, but if I gotta keep me and my child safe, then that's what it has to be. I've never gotten into a fight before. I didn't mention that. I never got into a fight before. Not saying that I know how to fight or anything, but if a girl's gonna sit here and talk about me, and if you not gonna, if you sitting here talking about me and say how you gonna do this to me, then let's get out there. That's how I was. Like, I'm just being honest. This is raw and uncut. This is exactly how I was. I was like, if you're not gonna get out there with me, then be quiet. And then, I don't want to go to jail. Then be quiet. Like, you can go to jail for exactly what you're doing. Cyberbullying. Bullying, period. You know? So you got to think about this other stuff that you're doing. So if you're not going to get out there with me, and I don't care that I've never been into a fight before. If I have to fight somebody, I will. And even to prove my point, if I lose, I still got out there with you, so you know I'm not scared of you. And that's sometimes what you have to do with people. If you've never gotten into a fight before and you're getting bullied and people are really trying to fight you, then you need to not be scared. I mean, I know you're gonna be scared because you never got into a fight, but it comes to a time where you can't even worry about all of that. It's either you gonna prove to them that you're not scared of them and whoop them, Or you're gonna still prove to them that you're not scared of them, and you still gonna get out there with them no matter if you lose or win. You lose some and you win some. So don't be prepared to go out there and, you know, oh, I'm gonna win, you know. Don't even do all that. The people that talk the most noise is the softest ones. So, you know, everybody talking about me, you know, I'm like, I ain't even saying nothing to y'all. And I'm not saying, like, even though I'm not saying nothing, I'll whoop them. But I could lose and I'm not even saying nothing to them. But it's just the fact that you gotta prove to people that you just not the one to play with. If you gotta keep fighting until you prove to them that there's no point in it. Like, at the end of the day, people gonna talk about you regardless. People gonna do stuff regardless. But you don't sit there. You can let people talk about you all day long. People gonna talk about you till the day you die. But you don't put up with no bullying. Like, they talking down bad. Like, people talk about you.
Oh, look at her hair. Look at what he got on. He wear them same shoes every day.
So, like, I don't understand what's wrong with people. Like, why does what I have going on concern you? Like, I don't understand. And then the only thing that makes me mad about what people say about me being pregnant or anybody being pregnant, you don't know their background story. You know, some people, I mean, I hope this never happens to nobody, but it's stuff like this happens. Some people could have got raped and got pregnant. You sitting there talking about some, oh, you nasty. Do you think it was their choice to go out here and let that happen to them? Do you really think that that's what they wanted to go out here and do? No. So before you even talk about somebody, you need to know the background story. Not saying that happened to me. I made a choice. I made a choice to go do what I did and end up in the situation I'm in. But many mistakes have many blessings after it. So what I did was a mistake, but my child isn't. And that's one thing I'm not going to let nobody tell me. So that's why I had to end up standing up for myself. Even though I didn't fight anybody, I barely budged to argue. It's just, I was just to the point where you want to keep talking about me, we're going to fight or not. You want to try to hurt me, we're going to fight or not. You don't want to get out here because I'm pregnant. Well, I want to get out there. But if you're not, then stop talking. Because it was to the point where if I lose, you still know I will get out there. If I win, but anyways, so if you are, this is my advice time, then if you are getting bullied or if you know somebody in this situation, bro, you need to tell them that they need to stand up for themselves. They don't necessarily have to fight, and that's really what I'm not trying to condone. But I'm just trying to tell y'all how I kind of dealt with it a little bit. Because, you know, in high school, it's a whole different story. But you can always go a different route. So you can try to tell somebody. Sometimes in high school, well, it's not sometimes, middle school and high school, I know that there's this thing called a stay away form, but it's nothing but a restraining order. You gotta be within 50 feet away from them or something like that. And sometimes you can do that, but not necessarily that's gonna work because, you know, some people don't care. But even with that, they can go either Ferndale, because, you know, they probably can't go to jail, but they can go to Ferndale, alternative school, wherever you're from. You know, you go to alternative school, or you can, the best thing is to pray about it. That's what I did most of the time, because I just didn't understand. I was so confused and I was lost, and I was just like, this is crazy. And I never thought that would have happened to me. So if you think that it'll never happen to you, you always gotta keep stuff in the back of your head that anything can happen to you. You think I thought I would have been pregnant at 16? I never thought that. Anything can happen to you. So don't ever think that something can't happen to you, because it can. And also, one thing I did want to say, like I said, that people was going around talking about how I was pregnant. One thing I will say, don't ever let somebody tell your story. Ever. You can tell somebody exactly what happened, but do anybody know your story, like your side? Do they know how you felt? Are they in your shoes? Like, I put a story out about how I found I was pregnant, but even though I told y'all and I basically went down the line, but nobody knows exactly how I feel or felt back then. But I kind of told y'all I was basically depressed. But also, it comes a lot of stuff with even being depressed. Like, it's just a lot of stuff. So some people could have thought about killing themselves, and it's just a lot of stuff that can happen within emotions and all of that. So never let somebody tell your story. If somebody's sitting there talking about you and what you did, you be the one to tell everybody what you did. If that's what you choose to do, you can let people talk all day long. And if you don't care, then you don't care. But one thing I'm not finna do is let somebody sit around here and tell my story. If y'all want to know how I was pregnant, is y'all gonna wait until I say it. And that was period. So, and with that, I could have kept that secret for a long time. Let me tell y'all, I could have kept that secret for a long time that I was pregnant. I could have kept that till I got out of school, because the fact that since it's my first child, I am super small to be almost 6 months. I am super small. I'm gonna put a little picture right here. And that was today, and I am almost 6 months. I have 17 weeks left, and I am that small. But I could have really kept that secret because if I wanted to, but I wasn't going to keep my child a secret. That's another thing I will say. If you are pregnant, don't keep your child a secret, because, girl, don't worry about what nobody got to say to you, because at the end of the day, who gonna be there when your child wake up in the middle of the night? Who gonna buy all the diapers? Who gonna take your child here and there? Who gonna pay for daycare? Who gonna do any of that for you? Nobody but yourself or your parents or anybody that live in your house, basically. So, with that being said, any ladies that's out there, yes ma'am, don't do, no. Now, and fellas, same thing. If your homeboys want to talk about you, how you got a child at a certain age, boy, the same way that you probably got your girl pregnant is the same way they can end up in the same situation. They can end up in the same situation if they think that it will never happen to them. It could, not necessarily saying it would, but it could. You know, somebody could talk about you, and next thing you know, oh, look at you, now you pregnant, and you was just talking about me. What goes around comes around. You know, you done got your girl pregnant now. Like, what you want to say now? But not wishing that on anybody or nothing. But basically, to wrap this video up, never let anybody tell your story. Make sure you always pray about it before making a move. And also, if you don't entertain it, 9 times out of 10 it'll die down. But if it just continue to go on, then it's time to put on them boxing gloves and not playing. But if it continue to go on, then try to go the best way about it before fighting. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, if you got to go out there, then I would say do that, because sometimes that's your way of proving a point. If you beat somebody up so bad, I don't think that they would want, to keep fighting. But not saying that they're gonna stop talking about you, but it's not gonna get to the point. Like, I feel like when most people fight, once you beat them up, it's like, oh, what you say don't really matter because I already beat you up. And you're not gonna want to fight again because I beat you up. You know, that's how I think that people that win fights are. I don't know, but if that was me, I would be that way too. Like, what are you still talking for? I beat you up and you're not gonna want to fight again, so why are you still talking? I wouldn't even care that they're still talking. So anyways, yeah, so you know, never let nobody tell your story. If people gonna talk about you and you want to tell your story, you always wait until you're ready. Don't do it just because people are talking about you. It could be months later, years later, it don't matter. Also, you know, stand up for yourself. And that of all, number one thing is pray about it, but you know, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you gained something from it. And I hope you know, if you are going through it, then I really hope that you get through it. And if you want to talk about anything, then you know, follow my social media and you can talk to me because I'm here. Also, what I didn't mention, I was also supposed to tell y'all like how I felt with a lot of stuff. So basically, I kind of said December to February I was depressed. In March I was like, girl, it's time to get yourself together. So I'm actually, you know, I'm good now. You know, also being pregnant, I'm up and I'm down. Sometimes I'm confused, sometimes I feel lost, and sometimes, like, I really feel like I cannot go through this at all. Like, I had to go to the emergency room one day, and I put an IV in my arm, and I was like, I cannot go through this. I really can't. Like, I started crying because I was like, this junk feel weird. Like, the IV feels so weird. So it's like they just put in water through my body. Like, it felt weird. So I was crying. I was like, I cannot do this. But yeah, so sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. I have my moments, but I'm good. I'm stable. And the next time I will talk about this is probably after I give birth, kind of like my labor story. And that's it, delivery and labor story. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you gained something from it, and I hope you take what I say into consideration. If you are going through it, I hope you get it. You choose the right decision to deal with it. And yeah. Also, you guys, I know y'all be seeing me in this room. It was like, girl, where's the furniture? It was supposed to be here last week, I think, and my mom pushed it back, and it's gonna come on Wednesday. So I will also show you guys my room after everything is together. And I also went baby shopping today, but the next time I do a baby haul is probably after my baby shower, sometime maybe in June or July maybe. So yeah, it's kind of a long time from now when I say it like that, but it'll fly by. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you tell somebody about this video if they are going through